Hello, my name is Edward Brown of the Courage, Image, and Charisma Institute. Today I'm going to talk about, are charismatic leaders inspirational? Are charismatic leaders inspirational? And I ask that question because I get a lot of feedback in letters and cards and emails and phone calls of what does it really mean to be inspirational? Does it mean that we have to always be upbeat? We have to always be nice? Should our message always be pleasant? And I'm here to tell you today that charismatic leaders aren't always inspirational that way, because that way may not be necessary for the situation. Sometimes you need a boot in your behind to get things done in ways that a nicety won't get it done. And so let's be very clear about what inspirational means. Motivational, and we want to split hairs a little bit because people say, well, motivation, inspiration, aren't they one and the same? Motivation is the idea of moving. To move someone. And I don't know if in fact anyone can move anyone necessarily. That I can tell you some things that may inspire you, and that's going to be the second part of this. Inspiration is the inspiration of moving you or giving you a sense that you can do it, or you feel a sense that you should be doing it because it's in your best interest to do such. Motivating is something you have to do inside yourself because you've been inspired to do such. Inspiration comes from external dynamics, by words, ideas, and perspectives, and motivation comes from internal dynamics of the things you feel you must do or the things you're willing to do. And so when charismatic leaders inspire externally driven information that flows to you, when they inspire you, sometimes inspiration is not necessarily telling you what you want to hear. Sometimes inspiration is telling you what you need to hear. Sometimes he didn't have to talk to me like that. I didn't really feel. You can feel that way about the person talking that way. But if you move because of that inspiration, then invariably that was what you needed at the time. Be clear about that, because I think when I read about research on charismatic leaders, it's always they're passionate and they're visionaries and they're moving and stirring. The late Steve Jobs, based on the biographies I've read, he was not always a nice guy. He was the person who called you stupid if you were not doing what you needed to do. He was the guy who pushed and pushed and pushed. And every titan in any industry was that kind of person. Now, I submit to you that even Oprah Winfrey, as nice as she might be in front of the camera, behind the scenes, in closed doors, when we talk about her success and how she had to achieve that level of enlightenment when it comes to business acumen, you can be rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a nice conversation that's been had behind closed doors. So I say this because it's important you know, don't try to fit into this nice motivational box of motivational speaking, of always being enlightened, being happy, and being fluffy. No, be authentically you. When you see a problem, you know what, I don't understand this. I expected more from you. You consistently have always performed and thrived, and now you bring this to me, and what are we supposed to do with that? I think you can do better. I think you can do better. As a matter of fact, I know you have to do better if you're going to stay. So when you start making a person feel, listen, this is contrary to what you usually produce, the person has to quicken themselves to be motivated to do something about it. So I say that don't ever feel that you're less than charismatic, or you believe that charismatic leaders are some pie in the sky, Pollyanna type individuals who don't tell people they need to know when they need to know it, or put a boot in their behind when things need to be happening at the time they need to happen. Don't believe that, because that's not how things get done. If you want more information on what charismatic leaders do, how they are influential or persuasive, there's a link below that you can tap into the website that will send you free information, research, and the things that we uncover as we move forward, you will have at your beck and call.